Hi. Hello. Welcome to my live stream. I'm Michelle Cashman, singer-songwriter, and I'm gonna sing you some songs tonight. And excuse the clunky intro. I was trying something and it was a bit dodgy. Hello, Carly. How are you? Hello, Cameron. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Deb. Nice to see you all. Wow, it just got hot. I swear I go up in temperature about 10 degrees. Look at my neck. My neck just went red. That's fun. Okay, so I'm going to sing some songs tonight. Tonight is the theme for tonight's live stream is encouragement. I know, hi Lisa, I know that coming out of Christmas and beginning a whole new year, you know, a lot of people go into the new year with all of these big expectations of a new year and how that's going to pan out, and then you get a few weeks in and you realize, oh wow, 2025 is a lot like a few weeks back in 2024. You know, and I put all these hard yards in already, and I made a New Year's resolution, and it can be a bit discouraging, especially if you had these high hopes for change. And so tonight, this show is going out to those who need a little bit of encouragement at the moment because they might be struggling with whatever circumstances are a bit of a struggle. And I'm going to kick off with a song that I wrote quite a long time ago. I find January super difficult because school holidays and holidays in general means that people are home. So all of my alone time that I'm normally afforded is eaten by humans. They're basically there when they're not normally there. And it throws me for six. I've actually done really, really well this time around compared to normally, but nevertheless, it is what it is, and it's I need a lot of alone time to recharge. So I get the January struggle and not knowing what day it is, because bloody hell, shouldn't someone be at school and at work if it's, you know, Monday or Wednesday or So anyway, this song that I'm going to do for you is a song that I wrote ages ago. This is a song that I wrote, I don't even know when, but it's about what life was like for me when I was trying really hard to give up drinking and trying really hard to, well, I wasn't even trying hard to give up drinking. I was just trying not to drink so much. And, you know, my anxiety was through the roof, and that was the whole reason I drank. And I would try really hard, and I would make these promises to myself, and then I would inevitably, I missed a couple of syllables there, break those promises because I didn't actually know how. I wanted to make change, but I didn't have any idea how to do that. And so this is a song called Blind. And I haven't played it in such a long time either, so I hope it goes like this. I broke a silent oath this morning, told myself that for today I would think before I acted, but I went ahead and did it anyway. So now I sit here with my conscience was getting madder at me every day. I throw myself a pity party. I wish the whole damn world would go away. 'Cause I can't see 2 steps ahead. And I can't see, I'm frozen here instead. I can't see what's become of me, because I'm blind. I'm blind, blind as I can be. So I've been gonna say I'm sorry, but the words don't seem to get past my throat. Here in this self-created limbo, feeling more and more alone. 'Cause I can't see 2 steps ahead. And I can't see, I'm frozen here instead. Oh, I can't see what's become of me, 'cause I'm blind. I'm blind, blind as I can be. I guess it kinda feels like swallowing a razor. The need to ask for help conflicting with my pride, consumed by guilt and shame. But in the end, it's mostly fear. And just another part of me I feel the need to hide. 'Cause I can't see 2 steps ahead. And I can't see, I'm frozen here instead. I can't see what's become of me, because I'm blind. I'm blind, blind as I can be. Because I'm blind, 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 blind. I'm blind as I can be. There you go. That's a Michelle Cashman original called Blind. It's probably, I'd say, around 17 years old-ish. So there you go. That's a new one. Hi, John. Nice to see you. So yeah, so that's that. And I'm kicking off with that because, like I was saying about this whole theme of, damn, I'm opening the wrong things. The theme of encouragement. I feel like sometimes it helps if I explain a little bit about where I came from, so that people understand that you can make change, that you can come from a place where you feel entirely stuck and you don't know what's going to happen next, and you can't see 2 steps ahead, and you might need help, but you don't want to ask for help. And to come from that space, it is actually possible to make change and to make steps in the right direction, and eventually, get things back on track and start feeling good and start creating the life that you want to live. So that's why I started with that one. Yes. So the next one that I'm going to do for you, it's called Strike a Match. Again, this is an older Michelle Cashman song. I'll call it an older song because it is, oh, what do you call it? The reason I chose this next one, oh, I've seen a tip come through. Carly, thank you so much for your tip. I very much appreciate that. And one from Cameron as well. Thank you very, very much, Cameron and Carly. I am very grateful for this. Oh, Jophus, thank you. Hi, Celia. Yeah, I know it's raining really heavily here. There's a storm, so I'm hoping it doesn't cut out here myself. So this next one is called Strike a Match because it directly kind of follows this idea of I'm stuck, I'm blind, I've got no idea what I'm doing, and it kind of is the answer to that. So this is called Strike a Match. If I don't have the answer, I must figure out a way to find somebody else that does. I won't sit here in my misery complaining what's become of me if someone's found a way to rise above. If I'm dissatisfied, I'll find a way to fight the ominous encroaching sense of doom. I'll find someone who's gone before, who's got what I'm looking for, and I'll strike a match and light this darkened room. If I am bound by trouble, if I begin to struggle, trudging through with weight upon my chest, there might be someone who's found a map, who simply needs to show me that together there's a way to forge ahead. If I'm on stormy seas that steal my sense of inner peace, I'll batten down and head towards the shore. I'll find a bay to harbor me, rest in my recovery, 'cause someone's always been through this before. Ooh. If I don't know the way, then I must learn to say, excuse me, but I think I need some help. I must learn to try suggested things instead of constant murmuring, and decide I'll even help myself. If I'm dissatisfied, I'll find a way to fight the ominous encroaching sense of doom. I'll find someone who's gone before, who's got what I am looking for, and I'll strike a match, light this darkened room. I'll strike a match and light this darkened room. Let's strike a match and light this darkened room. Strike a match and light this darkened room. There you go. I think sometimes our struggles, our things that we need help with, when we actually get help for those things, and when we put our hand up and we suck up that humility necessary to say, I can't do this alone and ask for help, I think it is then that we start to experience freedom from our problems. But something else magical happens in that our stories of pain, of trauma, of heartbreak or misery, or whatever those stories are that we've been carrying, when we bring them to someone who can actually help us with them, and we bring them into the light, this ability to not only just help ourselves, but when we light a candle, I guess, that lights the way for others as well, because they see that. It might be in the distance for them. They might not be impacted straight away, but when we deal with our stuff, we give other people hope that they can deal with their stuff. So often people go, oh, I can't do that for myself because it's so selfish, or, I've got other people that I need to look out for, or that I've got, I know I've got people in my life that don't make time for their self-care, or don't make time to do the things that light them up because they're too busy trying to hustle for their worth or look after other people. And, we lead by example. So when we do that, and we do look after ourselves, and we put something in our tank, we automatically help other people by showing them the way as well. Drink of water. Okay, so that one's strike a match. And we are going to move straight on. Oh, hello, Uncle Sean. How are you going? Hi, Lisa. I always got to scroll back and see if I've just already said hello to Lisa, but it's not. It's two Lisas. It's the Lisa Marie Brunt, and it's the Lisa Smith. Two Lisas. And thank you. I'm so glad, Stuart. It really, this morning. So I'm personally working on. Okay, I'm trying to tell you 7 things at once. I'm personally working on trying not to work myself into the ground, and getting really clear about what my priorities are, because I tend to try and do all of the things all at once, and I really want to help people. I really want to be of service. I want to make a difference. And sometimes I get so caught up in these projects that I'm doing, because I'm like, oh, the long term, I'm going to be able to help so many people, blah, blah, blah. And if I don't get all of the boxes ticked for the day, I can get really down on myself. And I'm trying to not do that to myself now, and go, okay, if I can make a difference to one person, just one, if I make a difference to one person, and that person could be me today, whether it's by, doing something that's going to fill me up, or give me some joy so that I'm in a better space tomorrow, or it's just by reaching out to one person, having a conversation and making a difference in their day, I go, right, regardless of whatever else I've done that day, how many boxes I've ticked or not ticked, as long as I've done that, I'm giving myself the seal of approval, and that'll do pig, So that's kind of where I'm trying to focus on that, because today I spent my morning helping somebody, voluntarily to do something pretty huge, and I didn't get to do the work that I wanted to do for myself. And I nearly started giving myself a hard time about that. There's not enough hours in the day, and you didn't do this. And I was just like, whoa, you did something really significant this morning for somebody. So no, you're not going to get on the bandwagon of not enough. So I don't know why I shared that, probably because it was on my mind. I can't remember where I started from that conversation. But anyway, on that note, that'll do pig. That's the note. You're Enough is the next song that I'm going to do. And it's my song that I wrote to myself for that very purpose, to remind myself that, regardless of what you do, or what you're going to do, or what you've done, or whatever, you are worthy of love and respect, and worthy of looking after, and you are enough just as you are. You might be a work in progress. You might need some more therapy. But even if you do, you're still enough today. So here you go. This is it. This is called You're Enough. Let's try that again, because that was some really weird timing. If I could find my younger self and sit with her a while, if I could find the words I'd want to state, if I could hold her precious face in these aging hands today, I'd look her in the eyes and I would say, there ain't nothing wrong with who you are. Even the biggest hearts will carry scars. You're deserving of the greatest love. And even if no one else is showing up, you're still enough. Oh, you're enough. Tell her of the things she'll do and the person she'll become. She's as kind and loving as she's brave. Tell her that her precious heart is the greatest gift of all, even though it's what makes her so afraid. Then I'd say, there ain't nothing wrong with who you are. Even the biggest hearts will carry scars. You're deserving of the greatest love. And even if no one else is showing up, you're still enough. Oh, you're enough. I tell her there'll be days when you can't see it. Doesn't mean it isn't true. There'll be days when you just don't believe it, but someone's watching over you. Tell her truth. There ain't nothing wrong with who you are. Even the biggest hearts will carry scars. You're deserving of the greatest love. And even if no one else is showing up, you're still enough. Oh, you're enough. You're enough. There you go. Well, if you needed to hear that today, that song goes out to you. Sometimes we just need reminding. Like, doesn't matter who you are. Sometimes we just forget that it's okay to be an imperfect, not having it all together human being. And I think that self-compassion in that regard is freaking important. Hello, Vesna. Nice to see you there. I'm glad you love that song, Carly. And yes, you, Carly and Stuart, both of you. Enough. Hi, Ness. How are you? Nice to see you popping up too. Long time no see. Next. Oh, John, I'm sorry. That's annoying that the storm's playing havoc with your signal. Hopefully you can catch the replay without too many issues. I hope it's not cutting in and out for everybody. That's annoying. If it is. Sorry. Next. This next song is a song that I wrote in 2021. And it's a song that I wrote when I was thinking about all these different people in my life. I moved around a lot. I went to several different schools. I've lived in many different neighborhoods, and you know, you make friends that are close by, and then you move, and then you make friends that are close by, and then you move. And it's kind of happened throughout my life that I've had these amazing friends for a period of time, and then I've moved. And especially when we didn't have like social media back then, that's how it rolled. But even with social media, there are people that you get to spend quality one-on-one time with, and then there's everyone else. And just because I have moved or I haven't seen someone for a very long time doesn't mean that I don't think of them and hope that they're well. I mean, I go to my school reunions. I've been to 2 now, 10 years apart. So I've been to my 20 years school reunion. The next one's the 30 year. That's so freaking weird. But, when I go, I see these people that I haven't seen for 10 years or sometimes more if they didn't go to the previous one. And, I want to hear about their lives. I want them to be well. I want them to be happy. I have nothing but well wishes for pretty much everybody, because, even those people around us who, let's just say I'm thinking of someone in particular, anybody in particular, but let's just pick one. You can pick your own, but let's just go, okay, there's this one person who is pretty bloody awful. They're pretty awful to people. They're miserable. They're mean and snarky and nasty. I actually have well wishes for that person too, because I want them to be happy. I want them to get some therapy, maybe do what it takes to get their life on track and live the life that they were destined to live, which is, a good life that makes them happy. And because it's miserable people that go around hurting people and making life difficult for others. So if even these people that, we consider don't want to spend time with that person because they're really awful, I still wish them well. I wish for them good things, because if their heart was full of joy, then they would be kinder to the people around them. Hurt people. So I wish nothing but healing for pretty much everyone. Actually, it's just no one that I don't wish that for. So this is actually not written for people I don't like, but it's written for the people that I do. It is written for all of my friends that I've had over the course of my life. It's called These Are the Hopes I Have for You. I hope you're happy. I hope you're well. I hope your stories always find someone to tell. I hope you're smiling from ear to ear. I hope that hope will always drive away your fear. I hope that time treats you kind. I hope regret will never even cross your mind. And when life gets hard, I hope you don't lose heart. I hope you know it's true. These are the hopes I have for you. I hope the things are looking up. I hope your heart will always find someone to love. I hope you're laughing, but you know joy. I hope you find a peace this world cannot destroy. I hope that fate will light your way. I hope that sunshine always leads you through the rain. And when life gets hard, I hope you don't lose heart. I hope you know it's true. These are the hopes I have for you. take for granted all the love that's in your life. Sometimes it's hard to see what matters. Don't let that darkness leave you blind. And when life gets hard, I hope you don't lose heart. I hope you know you're loved and that you don't give up. I hope you know it's true. These are the hopes I have for you. These are the hopes I have for you. These are the hopes I have for you. I couldn't stop laughing at the introduction to that. I just kept thinking about, like, oh, really? Like, did you have to go and say that? But anyway, yeah, I think it is. It's, I think it's important, Stuart. I'm replying to. It's just, I'm wishing you the best too, Jeff. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in anger and like bitterness. Like, it's such an easy trap to fall into when people are cruel. Look at me with my little drink bottle microphone. I've just got distracted by looking at myself on the camera. Sorry. Hang on, let me have this bloody drink of water. There we go. Yeah, I think it's really easy to get caught up in bitterness, and it just serves absolutely nobody. Stuart, I just saw your tip come through. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it a lot. So thank you. And for those of you out there who haven't put a tip in my jar, it's okay. I like the fact that you're still tuning in. Oh my God, did you hear that? That was some serious thunder. Oh. I like that you're tuning in and that you're listening to my songs. So don't feel bad if you're not in the position to put a tip in my jar. Like, thanks for coming along and, you know, talking to me and giving me someone to sing to. Like, that is also equally important. This next song that I'm going to do for you, be prepared. It breaks me. I wrote in 2018, and I wrote this after I'd had fibromyalgia for quite some time, which, if you haven't heard of, is basically a chronic fatigue mixed with chronic pain. It's not very fun. And for me, that meant I was in pain every single day. I had bugger all energy. My brain wasn't working properly. I was having trouble reading. I was having trouble functioning at all, and feeling like a failure. But the thing that was kind of making things worse for me was that I'd wake up with pain and then I would stress out about the pain. But because I knew enough about this impact of stress on pain, I was just like, you know, I'm making my own pain worse by stressing out about my pain. And that cycle was really difficult because I didn't know how to get out of that spiral, because, you know, how do you not stress out about something that's stressful? But not just that, knowing that when you are stressing out about that stressful thing, that it's making that stressful thing worse. And it was just, I felt like I should know better. Because I had dealt with anxiety and depression previously, and it was just knocking me for six. So I wrote about that. It's called Mad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm singing that again. It's one of those things because I like to remind people that even if even if this is a song that resonates with you, there's still hope. It's absolutely possible to reverse that cycle. I really need to write my book, don't I? I've been thinking about that today, that I just need to write that because I've got so much to share. This is called Mad. No longer red in this town. Been feeling like I can't go on any longer. Got too much thought for progress. Spend too much time inside my head. I wanna stay here. And it drives me mad. And it drives me mad. Sends my mind into a frenzy. I'm frozen, apprehensive, and I hate that I'm this way again. And it drives me mad. Feels like I'm sinking slowly. Each day it seems to somehow hurt a little deeper. I get so frustrated with me, like I should know how to be better than this. I'm better than this. It drives me mad. Drives me mad. Sends my mind into a frenzy. I'm frozen, apprehensive, and I hate that I'm this way again. And it drives me mad. Drives me mad. Drives me mad. And each time I think I've got this covered, it hits another tidal wave, running out of steam. I'm too tired to be brave when I'm really just afraid. It drives me mad. Drives me mad. Sends my mind into a frenzy, frozen, apprehensive, and I hate that I'm this way again. It drives me mad. It drives me mad. There you go. That one is called Mad. Tori, hello. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. No problem with the catching up next time. It is what it is, isn't it? I knew that we might have some issues around some reception and the storm and stuff. So That's all good. I'll keep going until I'm done, but I totally understand if you need to disappear because the internet is terrible where you are. I get that 100%. So all good. It is storming here. So this next song that I'm going to do for you is a flip on that. So, you know, I sang Mad, which is about how awful it was then. And now I'm going to sing you These Days, which is the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to sing the bloody song. These days, the house is so much warmer. Sun shines through the dusty window pane. These days, the weeds are growing taller, but I don't lose so much sleep about this place. Bills are on the table and there's dishes in the sink. Feels more like a home this way. I remember so much pressure to be perfect. Most of it I placed upon myself. The older that I get, the more that I get over things that never mattered much to anybody else. Once I was filled with fire and rage, used to wish my life away, but I don't do much of that these days. These days, I move a little slower, give myself some time to settle down. These days, I'm aware I'm getting older, and the love that's in my life's so precious now. I squeeze a little tighter when my loved ones come around. Make sure to show my gratitude somehow. I remember so much pressure to be perfect, and most of it I placed upon myself. The older that I get, the more that I get over things that never mattered much to anybody else. Once I was filled with fire and rage, used to wish my life away, but I don't do much of that these days. These days you can find me near the ocean. These days I can stop and hear the birds. These days I'm often filled with pure emotion, even if I still can't find the words. These days my heart is growing softer, and I care less about the lines upon my face. Fear used to rule my life. I used to worry all the time, but I don't do much of that these days. Oh, it's so nice. I was really, like, in that last bit where it's like, these days my heart is growing softer. Like, I just remember having to be so freaking tough, you know, and push through. And I didn't have time to, like, be gentle with myself and with life. And I feel like my heart really is growing softer. I am far more impacted by the good things. I let the good things in, and sometimes they make me cry because I'm just so grateful I really am. I wake up each day. How Hi, Craig. Nice to see you. Just how much love is in my life. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for, yeah, that love that is in my life. Literally, that's the main thing. I feel very, very fortunate. So the next song that I'm gonna do is how do I'm trying to actively segue to this next song. It's been on a little list there for a little while, and I want to do the song, but it's like, oh, it doesn't go after that song, and it doesn't go after that song, but bugger it. Let's go with a terrible segue. I'll give myself permission to do that. Can't even think of a terrible segue. Why don't I just sing this song? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Just sing the song. Don't even give it a little intro. No, I'm giving you an intro. This song I wrote because, you know, when you allow terrible relationships in your life, when you keep putting up with people who treat you like shit, and you keep putting up with toxic circumstances and toxic people, there isn't room for good things. It sucks up all of your conscious space. And for me, I've always just tried to convert the people around me. So if, you know, someone's mean, I just try and win them over, and maybe they won't be mean anymore, and I'll just try a little harder, and maybe I'll try a little harder after that. And you know what? Sometimes the problem is not you. If someone is mean and unkind, it doesn't matter who they are, whether it's a parent, a spouse, a sibling, a next door neighbor, whatever. It's not your job to teach them how to be a kind person or how to be nice to you. It's your job to say, here's the fence. Nice people are on the inside of that fence. And if you're going to be mean, you stay on the other side of that fence. This is my boundary. And when you are able to actually have that boundary because you know how to set them, and you've actually actively kicked out the people who aren't bringing goodness into your life, it actually makes space for that. There's room, there's consciousness for yourself when you recognize, oh, that's another kind person, I like that person, and you make space for those people. So this song I wrote specifically around that particular issue, and it's called The Trigger and the Gun. I've been pacing this floor like it's gonna get me somewhere. It's a well-worn track, it doesn't take me long to get here. With all this history running through my veins, it's a script and a scene, and it's stuck on replay. And I've grown tired of buying in, playing games that I was never gonna win. If I'm the trigger, you're the gun. The best chance that I have is to run. Every conversation is the same damn story. Sure, every one of my friends think it's getting boring. And I can finally see my part in the problems, and then nothing I do is ever really gonna solve them. And I've grown tired of buying in, playing games that I was never gonna win. If I'm the trigger, you're the gun. The best chance that I have is to run. Ooh. the show might go on forever on repeat, but I've still got 2 feet in a heartbeat, and I've grown tired of buying in, playing games that I was never gonna win. If I'm the trigger, you're the gun. Best chance that I have is to run. If I'm the trigger, you're the gun. Best chance that I have is to run. There you go. You've still got 2 feet in a heartbeat. And sometimes, best to just run away. And the theme for this evening is encouragement. And maybe I'm encouraging. Hey, Dave. Oh, Cameron, thank you. That's really nice. I'm so glad. What was I up to? I completely lost. Totally lost. Yes. Encouragement. I encourage you to look at circumstances in your life, and if they are toxic, have a little look, see what you can change. You can't change other people, but you can change how much time you spend with them. Next one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Doesn't really matter. Let's see. So this next song that I'm going to do is more encouragement for you. I'm just going to see if I've got another version of it that's... Yes, I do. Oh. Okay, sorry, I'm transposing in my head as I stare at that chord chart, because it's a piano song that I'm trying to play in guitar in another key. Ha ha! All right, here we go. This is called Do It Anyway, and this is my encouragement for you, for the positive things in your life, for the things that you want to do that you're putting off because of whatever reason. It might be that you feel like you don't deserve good things. It might be that you feel like, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm out of my depth. Nobody's going to, someone's going to judge me if I do that thing. Whatever it is, you might be telling yourself a number of different stories. And I'm going to say to you, if there is something that you really want to do, if there is a project that you want to start, there is somewhere that you want to travel to, something in your life that you've been fasting to do, but you're not giving yourself permission to do it because of your reasons, I say have those reasons and do it anyway. This is called Do It Anyway. I hope I don't bugger it up. Heaven knows what I'm waiting for. Invitations through an open door. Something's weighing me down. Haven't figured it out. Heaven knows I'm susceptible, thinking I'm unacceptable, still afraid of the crowd. But I'm learning just how to step out when you're vulnerable, when it's difficult, when you're lost and afraid. Do it anyway. That's the challenge we face, to be willing to fail when you're losing all faith. Do it anyway. Heaven knows that it's challenging, facing up to the state I'm in, fighting, feeling this low, not knowing which way to go. Heaven knows sometimes perfectly measured up, is the enemy. Set the standards too high, you lose the freedom to fly. You're vulnerable when it's difficult, when you're lost and afraid. Do it anyway. And that's the challenge we face, to be willing to fail when you're losing all faith. Do it anyway. Yeah. Do it anyway. When you reach for the stars, you might just find who you are. When you're vulnerable, when it's difficult, or when you're lost and afraid, do it anyway. Well, that's the challenge we face, to be willing to fail when you're losing all faith. Do it anyway. There you go. Because really, like, what's the difference between trying and failing and not trying? Except one, you have more chance. Because if you don't try at all, there is zero chance, right? And, you know, bugger it. You're allowed to make an ass of yourself. Like, do something that you're not good at. Like, that's okay. We're allowed to. Who writes these rules anyway? So, again, on the theme of encouragement, because that's the theme for tonight's Facebook Live. Before I do this last song, I just want to thank everybody who has come along tonight and said hello and spoken to me and said, good evening, Michelle, happy 2025 to you. That would be Rob. Hi. And comments, shares, tagging a friend, all of that kind of stuff really does help. And, you know, if there is a song that that you think, you know, that straight away you go, oh, I know this person, they need to hear that song. Have a look on the video later and find the timestamp. Like, just go, oh, that's a, you know, minute, that's at the 5-minute mark, and tag a friend and say, check out the song at, you know, 5 minutes, because they may need to hear that song. So thank you very much for joining me, and also to those who put a tip in my jar. I really appreciate that, but I also super appreciate the patrons that support my work each month. It really has been a huge blessing for me to have something that makes me continue to work towards. Oh, thank you, Rob. I really appreciate that. Yes, having patrons is huge for me, and I'm really very, very grateful for that. I am about to sing your song, and I really got lost on what I was saying. So there's my Dory face for you. Just zoned out, didn't I? What am I doing? Oh, that's right. Okay. This last song on the topic of encouragement is a song that I wrote to myself when I was really struggling to just do life, to get out of bed, to have a shower and get on with my day and just, you know, do life in general. And, you know, I had these huge mountains that I wanted to climb, like massive things that I've wanted to do for a long time. And you know what? I'm still working on some of them. And that's okay. I have learned the lesson that it is about learning to actually enjoy where you are along that way. And this song is an encouragement for any of you who either are just needing some encouragement for the day to just get through that day, or if you've got aspirations that you've been putting off because for whatever reason. So again, this is my encouragement to you. This is called 1 Foot one foot in front of the other. And I hope that you enjoy it. I hope it's a good song to leave you with. And thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous evening. And what else? What else do I need to say to you? If you're not on my mailing list at michellecashman.com, join that. I'll let you know when the next Facebook Live is. It'll be next week at some point. One foot in front of the other. Here it is, last song of the night. Got it. Today's the day I'm gonna get myself up out of this here bed. Today's the day that I forgive myself for all that I regret. Today's the day I make a list of all the things that I put off, 'cause I don't believe I'm good enough. And one foot in front of the other, one arm held high in the air, one step right after the other. I know I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. Today's the day I'm gonna show myself just who I really am. Shed the doubt that's crippled me, pull myself up on my feet and stand. Today's the day I make a start on all the mountains I must climb, and leave this disheveled mess of me behind. And one foot in front of the other, one arm held high in the air, one step right after the other. I know I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. When I fall, 'cause everybody falls, I'm gonna dust myself back up. I'm gonna know I won't have to do this climbing on my own. I won't worry just how far I've got to go. Take it slow. And one foot in front of the other, one arm held high in the air, one step to the other. I know I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. One foot in front of the other. Oh, you'll be waiting a long time, Stuart. You've only got one leg. Are you getting a new one? Are you getting a whole new leg? Are you going to get a foot too? Like, is that what's going to happen? Because, you know, we can hop if we need to. I'm very glad. I think Carly also got an email from me because she put a tip in my jar very early this afternoon, Stuart. And that's because she came the last one because you got her to come. So she's on my mailing list now. So yay. I am so glad. Sandra, you are most welcome. I encourage you, all of you, to think about this thing, whatever this thing is that you want to do, and whatever is up next for you. And, you know, just think about the smallest step, the next smallest step that you can take, or, you know, seated dance that you can take if it's you, Stuart. So just, you know, that next small step that you can take in the direction that you want to go in, and just break it down. Break it down into something that's ridiculously small, because you know that that's achievable, and then you'll be able to go, I've made that little bit of progress in the right direction. Well, I hope that you don't have to wait too long, Stuart. I hope that it comes along nice and quickly for you. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a great week. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you for the next live. If you did make a small step in the right direction, let me know. I want to hear. So let me know how you go. Have a fabulous evening and a fabulous week, and I will see you all soon.